The story of this dense little metal box is really about the obsession of the home lab community. Every hardware thread I have visited lately seems to be dominated by this one specific machine. It has reached a point where calling it a mini computer feels like a massive understatement. When you first pick it up, the weight catches you off guard. It is mostly metal and feels incredibly solid. There is a sense of purpose to the build quality that you just do not see in the cheaper plastic alternatives flooding the market. But the real reason everyone is losing their minds over this thing is the networking capability. We are looking at 25 gigabits of total wired throughput in a box that fits in the palm of your hand. It features dual 10 gigabit fiber ports alongside dual 2.5 gigabit Ethernet ports. That is an absurd amount of speed for a consumer device. You could move massive files across your home network in the blink of an eye. Inside, the specs continue to push the limits. We are talking about supporting nearly 100 gigabytes of modern high-speed memory. It also fits 3 separate high-speed storage drives. The top-tier processor tucked inside benchmarks right alongside some of the most expensive pro-level compact computers out there. It is a genuine powerhouse. However, we have to look at the nuances because it is not perfect for everyone. There is a specific expansion slot on the side that gets a lot of people excited. It looks like you could throw in a powerful graphics card, but there is a major catch. It is a half-height, single-width slot with no external power connector. This means you are stuck with very basic low-profile cards. If you are planning to build a high-end gaming rig, you need to adjust those expectations immediately. This is not a gaming machine. It is a server in disguise. Then there is the issue of heat. When you push this hardware to its limit, the fans kick in hard. It can get quite noisy. Some users have even gone as far as opening the case to replace the factory cooling materials just to get better stability. That is a lot of work for a brand new machine. Plus, the manufacturer has a bit of a reputation for being slow when it comes to long-term support. They might be helpful at first, but if your problem drags on, you might be waiting a while for a resolution. There are also some strange quirks with the processor architecture. Because it uses a mix of high performance and high efficiency cores, some enterprise-grade software might act a bit weird. Despite all those hurdles, the community is all in. Recent data shows that over 40% of the people buying this thing are using it for home labs and virtualization. Only a tiny fraction use it as a simple media player or a basic office computer. That tells you everything you need to know. It is a niche tool for a very specific crowd. If you are building a compact server or running a complex virtual environment, this hardware is almost tailored for your needs. The networking features alone are worth the price of admission. At around $400 on sale, the value is hard to ignore. It is one of those rare pieces of gear that actually manages to live up to the massive hype. Just make sure you understand the trade-offs before you jump in. It is a specialized beast, and for the right person, it is absolutely glorious.